Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of LatchCraft. Here with my nice fresh cooked salmon because it's got good omega-3s and I need it for energy because we do not get health, or our health does not regenerate in this world. So as you can see, I'm up here at my base. I got a little bit of work done. I got a nice big hole dug out for some particular reason. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but there it is. And here, looking down over the village that we got right now, our little village that we've done some work on, we have the community hut, which I hate to say it, but it's kind of round and has a little, well, I'll leave it there for now. But we've had a lot of work done here. In fact, I'm going to run down here real quick and show you guys. Make sure I get my boots on. Got my good boots, got my springy boots. Look at those springy boots. Go crazy high. And so I'll come in here in the community room, or the community building here, and look at that. We found a giant slime, I should say. Eeno, well, Eeno and I found a giant slime. I was stuck underground and didn't get to it, but he got it and got 10 blocks. And then since then he's killed, I think 3, he said. So that means he's got 30 blocks of diamonds. Fulltron and Lofty and I found one yesterday. We killed it. Didn't drop anything. That was really frustrating. Melly Deuce is up here, so let's go see what she's building. She's building a nice flat place to build on something. It's kind of a cool path. It's looking nice. In this nice big flat round area. It's got some nice views, but it will be interesting to see. So we could see, let's see, there's my little hill right there, and there's Enofon's little hill. We got Millie right here, and I know that over on the other side we've got Pudsey. Let's see. We'll go over here to the other side of... Oh, that's right. I could bounce up here. Let's get up here and look. We got Fulltron's thing coming into sight there. Get over here a little bit further. And that's just the steps that go up, and then he goes through the hill and goes to the other side over there. I think that one might be Drax's, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not seeing anybody in there yet. But we've got a really good start here. I did some work on this farm the other day, and I caught this guy here. This is Stannis. I brought Stannis over from the island because I really liked Stannis, so we're going to turn him into a villager because I'll show you that in a second. What we're going to work on today together, you and I, and hopefully Eeno as well, but I don't think he's going to be on today. Hopefully we're going to get to this maybe in the next day or so, but I'm going to work on part of it, our Iron Golem Farm here. You can see I got a little bit of start. I'm going to basically set up the platforms for this level, and then for the second one higher up as well. So we're going to build 2, because we are over here. Right up here is where we spawned. Actually, yes, right up on this hill is where we spawned. So we are within spawn. I hope I'm not in the actual spawn chunk. I might actually be. But it's good that we're in there because we want it to always be running. And we thought about building a Titan, but I think that's more iron than we need. So we're just going to start with the simple one. And if I did it on the other side of this hill, hopefully it's not going to be in anybody's way. We'll see. But yeah, we got, oh yeah, somebody built, looks like a little chicken cooker over here. Is that what this is? Oh geez. These boots are a little bit too high sometimes. Like I can't actually walk up this. Alright, there we go. Yep, it's a cooker. Taking me some meat. Need me some chicken. Chicken's good. Let's go over and I'll show you these 2 other things. There's 2 other things that I built just recently, and I built this for the server for everybody to use. A fish farm and a skelly farm. Boom. And this is, you know, pretty quick, simple skelly farm. It's not meant to be anything too complicated right now. That's interesting. Someone put some fence posts up. Not sure why they did that, but we can deal with it. So you can see it up there, and I put lights up there so we can turn it off and on. So I have a light switch here. I could flick, turn the spawner lights off. Boom. And they're already coming down. Come on down, fellas. And so I ended up doing a slime block down here. I had vines, and they probably would have worked just fine, except they were kind of sitting on top of the vines. But the reason I put this there is because with this type of a system where you're dropping them down in the center, unless you are doing it like the full 24 blocks or something like that, or you're catching them and taking them up and dropping them a specific height, they would take variable amounts of damage. And what I didn't want is variable amounts of damage, because I have a crusher here, and this thing is timed exactly down to half a heart. And so I want to make sure they're not taking any damage when they fall down here. So let's go ahead and we'll just take these guys. Oop, that's going to mess that up, but it's a good example. So here's the crusher. And the nice thing is it half a heart? Let's see if it gets those ones. Yep. So you can see those two took that little bit of damage when I closed that, but otherwise, boom, 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 boom. I can kill them with chicken. And you can see this thing has already been working. Did I already turn it off? Spawner lights on. Let's turn those on. Go ahead and open that guy. We'll kill these last couple ones here real quick. And while we're crushing those guys, I'm going to show you this. So we've already got a pretty good collection of bows. We are already chock full for bones and arrows. That's actually surprising. I'm surprised it's that full already, because this has only been running for a couple of days. We've actually got some backup chests already starting to fill up a little bit, so half heart, bye-bye, see you later. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this in here. I don't need the bones right now, and I don't need arrows because I've already got myself a pretty killer bow, which is nice to have, I have to be honest with you. And then we built a little bit of a fish farm, and the idea, you know, I'm not going to run this one for you right now. Well, we'll do it real quick, just so I can show you how it works. You fill up your inventory, close the door behind you so you only got one spot open in your inventory, and then you flick the switch on. That's going to give me a fishing pole there, and then you start throwing it right in the middle, right there, and you just keep going and wait. There we go, and then after you've caught something, you just turn this bad boy off here, you drop your fishing pole back into that chest. And then it looks like I caught that raw fish, just because I know what was in there. So a couple of other things that I caught in here. Let's look at the Power 4 Unbreaking Flame 1. This is the exact same bow right there, so I can combine those guys together and get a Power 5 bow, which is actually how I got that bow. So yeah, you can get some pretty sweet stuff out of this little fish farm. So that is a really great thing to be using at nighttime, or, you know, I could AFK there. I think I AFK there for like 4 hours, and I got 4 really good books, a couple of bows, and a bunch of other stuff. I got fish for days. And yeah, so I'm really happy that I'm using that, and I think other people have been using both the Skelly Spawner, obviously, and the fish farm. And so that leads us to our next build. I talked a little bit about it, was the Iron Farm. So I think what I'm going to do is I might go ahead and turn on my camera account, and we will do some time lapse and fill this bad boy in here. So I've had the upper deck to do here. Let's go up and look at it really quick. I don't want to do too much on this. I don't mind building, I think, the structure for it before Eeno and I talk about it, because we still also have how the base is going to come down and what that's going to look like. And actually, I think one of the other things I want to do, I got to be careful so I don't jump too high here, is I'm going to build around this a little bit and kind of make this into a feature kind of our base, maybe put something over it. I don't know yet, but I think I want to do something interesting with it more than just an iron farm kind of hanging off the side of the mountain. So we'll see what that's like. But I think I'm going to go ahead and time lapse this because it's not particularly interesting. Filling this guy in, and then I'm going to go ahead and build the second one up there as well. And just the framework. I'm not going to do any of the doors or anything like that. It's going to be basically just like this with the spawn pads in place. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about what we've got planned here. There's a couple of things that I've located that I'm going to go relocate on camera. I think I found a stronghold that I don't think anybody else has found yet. It's actually let me think about how to describe this. It's a double abandoned mine shaft and stronghold. So there's 3 kind of structures all tied together. So it's just monstrous. And I've only looked at it just a little bit, just enough to kind of get a sense of what it is. And we're going to go find that together, because I did find another abandoned mineshaft over there that I've already gone through. I'm not going to spend much time looking at it again, because it was actually pretty small and there wasn't a lot of interesting stuff in there. Other than there was a double spider spawner, but this has been so efficient for XP, I'm not really worried about it, to be honest with you. So maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to go time lapse those spawning pads, and I will see you in just a minute. got the platforms for the most part done. We've got 4 spawning platforms, which is all we're going to really need, I think. You can see them down there. There's 2 down below and then 2 up here on top. And yeah, I think that's all we're going to need for right now. And I'm going to throw my chicken all over the place and then feel really good about it. So, whoa! These boots can get a little scary if you're not careful. But yeah, the only thing I'm a little bit worried about, and the reason I'm not going to go ahead and I think and finish these on camera right now, is that this one up here is super visible from down below. They usually are, but I'm a little bit worried about this one, so I want to get everyone's input before I finish it off. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if Eeno, I think, has some gold he's willing to spare, so I can change that that villager or the zombie into a villager. I need another, I think, 5 pieces of gold. Holy cow! And I can do that. So maybe let's go do that really quick. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do that next episode after I can make sure and get that from him. I don't want to bug him right now about it because he's got other stuff to do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode right here. It's kind of a quick one, I think, but that's okay. We've got those guys started. We've got some other farms going, and I just went and took a quick tour with Eeno to go look at the ender farms. We've got a couple of ender spawners, if you can believe that. We got a charged creeper spawner and a regular creeper spawner, and actually the creeper spawner is functioning right now. So we've already got about look like 3 stacks of gunpowder in there, which will be nice because we're going to start being able to make some exploding tipped arrows soon, which will be sweet. Actually, I've already got some TNT and some arrows and an infinity bow, so I could make some exploding arrows now. I think I might go do that first thing next episode. Let's do that. We'll make some exploding arrows and maybe do some mining with them, because why not? Mining with explosives is awesome. So thank you very much. We will see you guys next episode. I really appreciate it. Leave a subscribe and a like if you're so inclined. And I will see you guys in episode 3. Boom. See ya. Come on in. Bye-bye.